Former Michigan quarterback Cade McNamara has announced he's going to be transferring to Iowa for the 2023 college football season. McNamara has been with the Wolverines the past 3 years, led Michigan to the college football playoff in 2021, and was on the team in 2022, even though really didn't get too much playing time, mainly because of injuries, and that's since given J.J. McCarthy a chance to hold the starting position, and it looks like he's the future for the Wolverines this day and age. The main answer is to hit the transfer portal if you're Cade McNamara, and that's exactly what he did. And he is headed to Iowa, so he's headed to another Big Ten school. It's a different division, but it is within the Big Ten. And so today I'll be talking about the effects of this. Obviously, this is the first big move in the transfer portal for the 2023 season, and Cade McNamara is a fairly big name, so it is obviously going to have, you could say, a positive impact on the Hawkeyes moving forward. So obviously Cade McNamara, he's been with the Wolverines for the past 3 seasons, was the primary starter in 2021, threw for 2,500 yards, 15 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 64% completion rate. Obviously an outstanding season for Michigan as they got to the college football playoff. J.J. McCarthy was also in the background in the 2021 season, the former 5-star recruit. And since then, in the 2022 season, J.J. McCarthy has been the primary starter. And once again, he's the future for Michigan, so it makes sense for Cade McNamara to have left Michigan as he did. So he led Michigan to the college football playoff. He recently had knee surgery. He's been dealing with some injuries recently, which has been unfortunate for him. But, something that he's been known to be at Michigan is an outstanding leader, and that's something that Iowa is gaining here in having Cade McNamara on the team. And supporting talent at Michigan last season, he's been surrounded by outstanding talent. Blake Corum, an outstanding rushing game. The receiving core has been great as well. So this is going to be kind of an interesting change for Cade McNamara. You're going from a Michigan team that has been solid on both sides of the ball. They've had plenty of talent on offense, and you're going to Iowa, which is a team that defensively, the past couple of years could have been a contender, but offensively just hasn't been there. And so for him, he's going to have his hands full moving to Iowa. And it brings up the question of whether or not he's going to be able to have success with Iowa. And so that's why it's been a bit of a surprise for some, seeing him go to Iowa versus some other schools that have more talent offensively already there that could help him develop and become a greater NFL prospect. But for Iowa, this is a team that has lacked talent at the quarterback position. So this is a huge gain here for the Hawkeyes. They've been dealing with Spencer Petras and Alex Padilla the past couple of years. And if you want to know how Spencer Petras has been this season, he's thrown for 1,700 yards, 5 touchdowns, 5 picks, and a 56% completion rate. Those are horrible stats for a starting quarterback. He's been so inconsistent. It's just not, he's just not a very good quarterback, and for Iowa, that's really hurt them the past couple of seasons. Alex Padilla hasn't been better. He threw for around 200 yards this season, and he really didn't get to play too much during the 2022 season. Threw for a touchdown and 2 picks. So this is a much-needed gain to the quarterback position for the Hawkeyes here. The rushing core hasn't been terrible. They got Caleb Johnson, LaShawn Williams this season. Both of them have had great impacts and to replace Goodson from last season. But the receiving core is something that does concern me. Cade McNamara is not going to have too much talent to work with in the receiving core for Iowa unless the Hawkeyes are able to land a few transfers. They're going to have to if they want to have any success on offense next season. They just lost a couple of their receivers to the transfer portal in the past week in Arlen Bruce and Keegan Johnson. So that just makes the receiving core all the more thinner going into next season. So we'll see if this team can land a couple of the transfers. Once again, it's going to be crucial if they can do that because, Cade McNamara is going to need he's going to need more talent in the receiving core. He's going to need more to work with if he wants to be even better than he was at Michigan. He was known at Michigan for being an outstanding leader, and that's something that I think this Iowa offense is really gonna do well with. He's gonna definitely push the rest of the offense to be better because he was around a winning program at Michigan, and he's been around that the past couple of seasons. Michigan's in the college football playoff yet again this season, so having a winner in Cade McNamara in your program as the quarterback is going to be, I think, a definitely beneficial thing for the Hawkeyes moving forward. And, I mean, in general, I'd say, having Cade McNamara versus Spencer Petras or Alex Padilla, it's night and day. Going to be a much better situation at the quarterback position. One thing I am concerned with is he is a bit injury prone. So if he can stay healthy, that's going to be crucial for this team because, Alex Padilla just left. He's in the transfer portal. So we'll see, what this quarterback situation looks like going into next season other than Cade McNamara. But, so McNamara staying healthy is going to be crucial for this offense if they want to have any success next season. So kind of an interesting team in the Hawkeyes. Does McNamara transferring make them a contender? They could get up to 9-10 wins again next season. I think this team is definitely in the conversation to win the Big Ten West again in the 2023 season. Obviously, a long off season's ahead, so we'll have a lot of time to discuss that. But so stay tuned for all the previews and everything. But yeah, this is definitely something to look forward to if you're a Hawkeye fan, having Cade McNamara as your quarterback going into next season, who is a proven winner. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below on this transfer news, and I appreciate you guys watching as always. Stay tuned for more from All Sports Central. Catch you on the next one.